Quite nutritional.
The Hollywood industry has been going insane over the statements that Ricky Gervais has been spewing about woke culture. And quite boldly, too. Not only does he brutally destroy the woke culture through his words, but he also disses celebrities who promote their political agendas, making more enemies from the far left.
It's live, so they go, and now your host for the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards. Please welcome Ricky Gervais. They come on, and they're all clapping, all the actors are looking up, smiling at me nervously. It's brilliant, right?
Why wouldn't they? Every far-left wokey must know how hard it is to get a thrashing from Gervais while putting a smile on their face, especially if they're some sort of idealized character from Hollywood.
A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you?
It's not every day that a celebrity makes it his or her job to protect people from false claims made by influencers and those in power worldwide. But Ricky Gervais has aimed to improve the world by calling out celebrities who promote woke culture.
So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God. And
well, he's absolutely spot on about people not having a hint about woke culture and lecturing people about it whenever they get a chance. This is exactly why society is going in the completely wrong direction, with people steering it being ones with zero knowledge about the subject. But fear not, our man Ricky Gervais is here to break them down whenever he's up there.
talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So...
people like this have the power to keep misleading the public, including the generations that are dependent on the internet and social media for personal views and growth. Take this ad, for example. It's almost as if their idea of elegance, exuberance, and equality is based on color and race only. They can't think of anything outside the walls they've formed around themselves. What's worse, they're now indoctrinating these thoughts to the children, which Gervais never seems to let go of without a harsh joke on its stupidity.
Critical race theory, have you heard of that? Being taught in schools now, particularly in trendy areas like LA, right? Just like 5-year-old kids and 6-year-old kids. If you haven't heard it, in a nutshell, critical race theory says that all white people are racist. It says that we're born racist and we continue to be racist because we're affording the privilege of a racist society set up by our forefathers, okay? So basically, all white people are racist and there's nothing we can do about it, which is a relief.
According to Ricky, the rich live in the world and don't even know half of the information they're trying desperately hard to deliver correctly.
It wasn't transphobic in the slightest. It was a joke about a trans person, but the joke had nothing to do with that aspect of her existence. And that's the other thing about offence. People get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target, and they're not necessarily the same. I'll tell you the joke, you make your own minds up, right?
Ricky's style is just eloquent. His comedic skills make the hardest roasts sound funny while delivering the harsh message hidden inside them. When he talks about the woke mentality, he makes sure to give examples bold and strong enough to shut down any recurring attacks coming his way.
It's trying to make "I'm offended" sound important.
Yeah.
It's no different to saying "I've got a pain in my leg."
Yeah.
Right, I believe you.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to do with me. But then they go, yeah, we shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the facts, don't
yeah.
change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
You don't have to pave the jungle.
Yeah.
You can just grow a pair and have a laugh about it.
But it might be challenging to understand for people with such shallow personalities and hollow language who mistake a joke for an offense. If there's one person who doesn't mind offending anyone without having a care in the world for what will happen to their career, it's Ricky Gervais.
But if you're the type of person to revel in someone getting cancelled for something they said 10 years ago, you're just ensuring that one day you'll be cancelled for something you said today. You can't predict what will be offensive in the future. You don't know who the dominant mob will be.
Ricky doesn't hold people who work their hardest for the destruction of someone or something in high regard. This is one of the many factors that has been leading society backward. The irony? Well, it's just the fact that the people fight against something and do the same when they have a chance, consciously or unconsciously.
That's another thing. I think whereas people are now trying to be so politically correct, they're trying to out-woke each other. Soon someone's going to say, you can't say pedo anymore. It's a derogatory term. It offends people who are child addicted, right? So
being woke has become quite a sport, or in better words, a norm in everyday culture. It has gained unnecessary attention and has led to clashes between all sorts of people around the globe. However, the only thing that might have been overshadowed, or at least has not been examined in great detail, is the intention behind the saying or the common effort of being woke. Is this real progress? Or is this just a staged performance that helps to foster division rather than unity? Any celebrity or person who has anything to say about any political or social issue should first do their homework. Nobody should ever just crack jokes about a problem and get bashed by anyone who doesn't understand their point of view. That's just false and wrong to begin with. Ricky Gervais fears no one when it comes to smashing a person's career or probably their whole life. His determination is just unwavering when it comes to blowing up the lives of people with deep pockets. These hashtag highnesses, running their businesses with taxpayers' money, ought to have a run for their money. At least Ricky owned his words when he said, "I just don't care anymore. I never did." His mocking must be like a burning stake in the hearts of his targets. Given his delivery and the impact his words and actions have on everyone, his art of roasting is quite remarkable. Ricky Gervais has made it his life's aim to target such people in the industry who only care about their ideologies and mantra while disturbing others and shaking it off like they did nothing wrong. This is something he hates, and when he sets his mark on something or someone, we all know it ends in the humiliation of the targeted person one way or another.